Okay. Um, Forgot to pray for Shirley Crowder was going to be on tonight, and I forgot she had an email that she sent to me. She was in emergency room with kidney stones, passing kidney stones. So we're just going to pray that those kidney stones uh, was easy to be passed out. Shirley Crowder, um, those that was at the retreat, she was not able to finish up her. She didn't get around to doing all of her presentation, and I had talked with Debbie and I wanted to get more information on this flip flop online flip book that she was talking about. And she was thinking that not at this moment, but maybe there's something, maybe down the road that we could look into. And so I still would like for her to be able to come and talk to us about that. And so I did put um, a what do you call it? A link to what she had sent me. So if you have a chance, just to be able to look and look at that and see. But my understanding is, I was telling Debbie and in their resource meeting, um, I wanted Shirley to really explain more because I think, from what I understand, that this could also have to be a part of getting resources from this particular magazine or flip book. But that's why I wanted her to talk more about it. And Debbie, I don't know, maybe if she gets better, if we don't can't have her next month, um, maybe you can invite her to the resource development meeting and see actually what she's talking about. If this is something that we may be able to use for, as a means of a resource or something, or we can just bring it before that.
Thank you. I've given it some thought in the meantime. Oh, am I muted now? No.
No, 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 you're out.
So I have thought about it. We will need to have a good number of people on our team if we're supposed to coordinate something like
Yeah,
this. Right now, basically it's me and Penny.
yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah,
and two people cannot
right.
even begin to think about that
Yeah.
really.
And see, and that's what I'm not sure what she has in mind,
Hmm.
but that's what I just wanted to hear out, you know.
Well,
Not
it sounds like a communication tool, not just
Yeah,
for resources, but
right,
for
sure.
various
Yeah,
facets of our
yeah,
organization.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to just to be able to hear her out, see what she says.
Mhm.
Like I say, I know, and I explained to her earlier, even before our retreat, that
Mhm.
we was already working on this communication plan, that we was working on things to do for the website, and those
Mhm.
kinds of things like that.
Mhm.
So if she was saying, well, wasn't going to be any cost to us and this and that. So
Mhm.
uh, I need somebody else to hear it besides
Sure.
me. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This team
Whether
it'd be best for our whole team to hear it, I
yeah.
think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'll see if she can be able to come, be at another time.
Good.
Okay. We've got a couple of corrections, Connie, on my on the meeting agenda. And so if you would help to correct, we'll make those corrections now before we get into um, our meeting.
Yes, I agree
Under
with that.
the second paragraph, I mean, the second line of the first paragraph, instead of emeritus, it should be emerita, TA. And when we were discussing it earlier, and then I went and I looked it up. US is for um, the men. It's masculine or feminine. This is used, and ITA is for woman. for women. So I will, if you would correct that, is President Emerita. And the other one is when we come down to the approval of the minutes, that should be February's meeting, instead of January meeting on that. So with those two corrections, and the Connie has already sent the February meetings over. If everybody had a chance to read those, do we have approval of those? Can I get a motion to have approval of our February meeting?
Charlotte, you also want to change at the bottom of your
Oh, yes.
agenda, the
Okay.
next
Yeah.
meeting.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Let's
I'll
go
make
down to the,
for the minutes if you want, since you're there.
okay, you made the motion, Libby?
To approve the minutes.
Okay, we need a second.
Second, okay.
Okay. Any questions? Can I get a approval or vote? Everybody have approved of that? Okay. All right. And the other, as Marilyn has mentioned, Connie,
Okay.
the next, it's at the bottom, the next ET meeting, it should be the 21st,
Okay.
April the 21st instead of the 14th. So if you all will make that, if you can make those corrections on there, we appreciate that. And so,
Okay. I've changed it.
okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. If anybody else sees anything, please let me know, and we can get her to corrections on that. Okay. All right. So the only the old business that we had was last month, the mission mission get together in Dixon, and that right there, Dickinson. It's not Dickinson. Sorry, that spelling is wrong too.
Okay. I can fix that.
Okay, it's Dixon, Dickson, I believe it is. And that event is going to be um April. I think the what is Libby, when are you all are going to Oklahoma? It's the same time.
BMDF.
17
Yeah,
and 19.
17th and 18th. Okay. And I had said that I would get in contact with her name is Vicki Anderson, the executive director of their Tennessee WMU. And so I had contacted her, and there still had openings for the vendors. At the time that I contacted her, she also had opening for like a little breakout session that we could, do an actual presentation for that. But because of, time just got away from me, I had sickness myself, funerals and traveling back and forth. And I was also going to try to get in contact with the Duns and some of our members in the Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee area, and did not get a chance to do that. But I have contacted her. She does still have a space for us to set up, but there's not a room for presentation on that. I would like to, I guess, make a recommendation, or I would like to attend that meeting that mission fair. And one of the reasons that I would like to attend that is because it's in basically Nashville, Tennessee, which is only an hour and a half, at the most 2 hours from here. I would like to start working with the Tennessee membership, and hopefully, if I attend that meeting, that I will be able to, be able to get some interest in the national summit that will be in Huntsville in October. So I think that would be worthwhile. It's $200, and then the um, hotel fee would be what it would cost for one night. So I would like to have somebody. I didn't do a recommendation, but to get feedback on that mission gets together trip.
I'm glad to make a motion that you attend that with representing our organization, and those fees be paid.
And I'll second.
Okay.
That,
Is it
that,
question?
that was Sherry.
Yes,
That was
Sherry.
Sherry that seconded.
Okay.
Is it questions? Okay.
Well, Charlotte, I would ask the question if anybody else would like to go with you.
Okay. Charlotte, that's pretty close to you. Or Sherry.
I'm willing, but certainly I read the information, the gathering, and with the connections. So, but I know that our focus would be to go to set up the table to represent Bnf and to hopefully talk to people. I'm willing, but certainly it doesn't have to be me. If Charlotte wants to do it, I'm totally fine. I'm good with either one.
I already have something on the 18th scheduled. So I would like to go, but I don't think I can work it out. Sorry. So I think it'd be nice that if you could go, Sherry. It would be a good experience.
Okay, I can. And so it's the 18th or it's the 17th. So it's the
17th
eighth.
and 18th, I believe.
Mhm.
Oh, I understand. Okay, the 17th is the Friday. Okay. Okay, yes, not a problem. That
Okay.
I'm willing to go.
Okay. All right. Well, do I have a vote then that Sherry and I would be able to attend um, this missions get together in Dixon, Tennessee on April the 17th and 18th. Okay. Thank you. Okay. 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 Debbie, was that I'm not sure if I see okay. I'm not sure if I seen your hands or not. Okay. I just want to be sure. Okay.
That
All
was
right.
a yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We want then so we'll go ahead with the next part of our business. And I'd like for Marilyn, if you would give us an update on the web page by Kristen Discovery as much as you want.
Okay, I'll give a short report. As you all know, Libby, Kay, Charlotte, and Connie and I have been part of a work group meeting with Kristen Kennard, who owns the business Digital Congregations. And I've sent you her website that you could look at. And she has sent us a draft report that we've looked at. And this week we got her final report. And last night we met to look at that just as the team, and we came up with a few little things that we'd like her to tweak, and she is going to do that and get that final report back to me on Tuesday of next week. And once we get that, then we're going to send that report out to all of you to look at. We want you to have time to look at it before our next meeting. It's 48 pages, and we broke it down to each of us at least looked at the parts that were really affecting the work that we do. So you are welcome to look at the parts that you think would be affecting your work, but you're certainly welcome to read the whole thing too. It's a very complete report. She has done a great job and put a big challenge in front of us, not just updating our website, but to really communicate better through social media, through Give Butter, and really trying to streamline that. And one of the things that she suggested is that we come up with let's see, what does she call that? A role assignment sheet where each of us knows the things that we're supposed to do. And it will be things like we would ask maybe the missions committee to send us content to post about upcoming missions on certain months. We would ask the education to do the same. We would ask resource and development the same, and it would be a scheduled thing. So I think it's going to really streamline the work that we do, but also find ways to be more effective. And one of her big pushes is that we find ways to present ourselves in a clearer way to people that don't know what BNF is. That our website and our lamplighter and our Facebook is all very effective within our membership, but we want to have something that will really grab the attention of people that do not know who BNF is. So a lot of work to do. And as I said, once we get that final report with the tweaks that we've asked for, I will send that out to you, and you can put it by your bedside. And if you can't go to sleep at night, it might be, I think it's more interesting than that. I really do. I think it's more interesting than that. But I think everybody on the team would agree that she has done a very professional job. And I would just ask any of those on the team if you'd like to chime in and say something, or if anybody has a question.
It's a great document. I think it's going to serve us well.
I do too. I think it's really very broad and covers everything I think we need.
I agree, and I want to know how Kay made all those thumbs up.
Smart like that.
I think you have talents that I would like to tap.
There she go. Look at there.
I know. Yeah. Charlotte's making one too. It's just- yeah. And hearts.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Debbie, your microphone's open. Were you going to say something?
Yes, I was going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Does she talk about ways to get it out there to the general public? Get
Yes.
out. Good. That's been something we've been talking about in RD, and there isn't anyone who's saying, "Oh, please come chat with us about that." So
Yeah, she has a lot of great ideas, and like I said, it's going to be divide and conquer. That we've got this great information, and so we want to invest in moving ahead and sharing the work so that we can join the new generation and be a more effective presence out there.
right, yeah. Thank you.
So stay tuned.
Yes.
Ready for a nice read.
Okay.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Okay. Thank you, Marilyn. We appreciate that. And the next we'll want to have Charlotte Rock to do an update on the task force that deals with
Okay.
chapters and dues.
I really
Yeah.
don't have an update. We did meet February 23rd, and we're just gathering information right now.
Okay.
I don't have any new information. Hopefully after our meeting next week, we can
Okay.
looking toward completing the goals.
Okay. All right then. Thank you. And that it's Charlotte, is that on the 23rd too?
Yes.
Is that okay? March the 23rd. Right. No. Yeah.
Charlotte, you were muted for the
I
last
was
little.
muted. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I make noise, so that's why I mute myself.
Okay.
I'll be sending out an email to the members
Okay.
tomorrow so that we can look at what we did, remind ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Okay. And let's see. Connie, that's another one that would need to change on that one too, please. Well, it's coming down, but it's not.
What do I need to change?
Emeritus.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
I see. I
okay,
see.
and then there's one more that's on there too.
I'll find them all. I'll do
Okay.
that.
All right. Okay. Appreciate that. Now we want to just go into our regular reports. Now, if nobody has any questions for Marilyn or Charlotte. And Marilyn, if you would go ahead and give us your executive director treasurer report.
You're muted.
Yeah, let me unmute. Okay, you can see my written report that I sent out and comments from Stephanie Cook about our finances that look good, and we have some challenges. I also attached a summary of our financial report from the summit. So you can see that we did come out ahead, but largely due to our summit patrons. So we want to think about having a better attendance, number one, that will help us meet our bills, and we don't have to depend so much on the patrons to help us cover that, which is a nice a blessing, a great blessing. And some of you have sent me your team goals with your budget request. And as I said, this really helps me in developing the budget to know where you need finances and funds to accomplish the goals that you have. Working with a hotel, so I think we're going to be good there. And I've already talked about Kristen Kennard and her plan. And if anybody has questions about Give Butter, you can always contact me. So any questions?
All right. Thank you, Marilyn,
Thank you, Charlotte.
for that report. And let's see. Charlotte, do you have anything?
I sent my report. I don't really have I don't have anything to add. The $500 that we received for Bonita and I received, we asked that it be designated to the Grover Fund. It was a gift from the Kentucky Baptist Convention for our presentation.
Okay.
And Bonita and I will be representing Bnf at 2 different meetings in April.
Okay.
And
Right.
some others who are members of Bnf.
Okay. Right.
And remember, if you need me to help you with something, I'm enjoying not having to do a lot of things.
Okay.
But I am open if you need me to help with something. So please don't hesitate if you really need me.
Yes.
If you don't need me, that's okay too. I'm not I will not feel hurt.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, I'm glad to hear that, but that you and Bonita are doing those presentations. And again, that's always going to help. So whenever you get an invite for those, especially if they're in the um, Louisville, Indiana area, then that also, again, that's just making us more visible out there and more people knowing more about BNF. Also, I think everybody, sent out my report. Um, and so, the only thing I have been meeting with some of the teams for our BNF, and I appreciate them being able to have me to come in and listen and maybe put a couple of comments and things like that. And so I hope to, again, just for my knowledge and learning, to be able to meet, with all of our teams and, to meet, a couple times more and stuff like that. So I really be able to appreciate that. Uh, we have the planning for the national summit. I've been talking to Marilyn about today, and we have this will be our second meeting that we are scheduling for this Friday. Um, and so, Libby, I didn't ask you. I think that we can do a Zoom as well. We was going to meet um, in person, but I think that we can be able to do a Zoom. And that is from 2:30 to 4:30. And I can send you that information and get that set up for that. But if anyone else is interested in working um, with the summit planning, just let me know and we can be able to do that, be able to do get on there.
Charlotte, there is probably a point at which I would like to work with y'all. I can't do it this Friday, and I'm not
Yeah,
quite ready, but on the how the education parts fit in. But so
right.
just
Okay.
put a pin in that, if you will, for
Okay.
later.
Right. And I know I had talked with UK about the um your for the educational, and I don't know if you have a report on that tonight or not, or the same. Okay. So so that would be great for that. But I think we're going to be right on target. And as Marilyn just said, and as I just read out of Ephesians 19th and 20th, that this year for our summit, we're asking the Lord. I think last year we had maybe close to 60, but it was in the 50s. And I believe that he's going to double that. And that's what our prayer. I want you all to pray for that. I have a person that's working on prayer calendars. I sent Donna Rogers that asked her team to help with these prayer requests. And when we get, when we get that calendar and things like that ready, that we'll submit that to Donna and she can help to be able to distribute that out. But that's what we're going to need is prayer and just trusting in the Lord and know that He loves us, we love Him, and we're going to ask. Um, he's going to do much more than we can think about. Okay. Is there any questions anybody have for me on the or the summit? The ladies there at the church are really very excited. And oh, I know I didn't have this on here, but let's see, it was whose meeting? Sharon McClung. Whose meeting was that? Oh, Sherry's. Okay. Sharon McClung is a member out of Georgia, and she had submitted back in April, I think of last year for a newsletter uh, for a young nurse that was a Muslim that had turned to Christianity. And so Sharon has sort of taken her under her wings and, and helping her. She is from Canron. Is that, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. Canron or Caroon, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Caroon. And what um, she was on the mission team the other night when I was on, and she had an opportunity to come and talk with us a little bit about her nursing. She's working in on her master's degree, I believe, but she prayed, and she also, was telling us about that. I had asked Sharon, her name is Adisa, uh, um, that I will want to bring her in as probably one, not as a missionary, but have Sharon and Adisa to like do like a little interview kind of thing. And so Sharon, when I talked with her, she said, she wouldn't be no problem. She could, ride with her and, stay with her in the room and, different things like that. So that is one of the people that I've made contact with her. She's not a missionary; she's a nurse, but I want to have that dialogue with that. I want our our executive director, Candace McIntosh. Candace is really great in doing interviews with people, and that's what I want to see there. But Candace is also on the search team for Sandy position. She's leading that. So um, Sandy will be resigning or retiring. I'm not saying resigning, retiring in 27. And so they've got the search committee going, and Candace is that. So if Candace is not able to do it, I may just need one of the ladies here um, to be able to do that interview with them, and another person that I have for like missionaries that are on there. Okay. All right. Any question or anything like that? Okay. Libby, if you would bring us the.
I will.
Okay.
Sent my report in.
Yes, ma'am.
Just thankful to Marilyn for helping me continue to navigate Give Butter. We had another training session just this evening. We're continuing to do snapshots of what our membership looks like. And for this last month, the membership team looked at our highest degree reported. And of course, not everybody reports that, but that's what we have at this time. And I included that in my report too. I think I'm most excited about what Marilyn has been sharing with us, and that's the number of new missionary nurse members we have, to some efforts that they have been working on prior to me taking this position. I'm really thankful for that. And I love the fact that we're recruiting new missionary nurse members. I will tell you that Kay and I hosted a Mississippi Bnf. We've tried before to do that. Kay and I both at different times, but we had a great meeting um, in February, and we're planning to get that started. We're not planning to have state G's at this time. Y'all shared last time as we were meeting that at another meeting that Mississippi had some money, and we do have some money. So with our WNU, but we have access to it, so we're excited about that. And hopefully, I think we have 2 members who attended that night who are now going to be serving on our committees, and so that's exciting too. Looking forward to going to BMDF. It'll be my first time when we go in April, and I'll learn a lot about that too. Our membership team did meet. We had several members who could not attend, mostly because we had changed our first 2 meetings to different dates and times. And so we're going to follow up next month. We're continuing to work on our goals and action plans to meet those goals. A need that we did identify is having a repository for documents, and that's something that I think we'll continue to talk about with our communication plan team. And so looking forward to all those different things. I did put a note, if you'll try to remember to use my Gmail account instead of my Yahoo account. It's just full of spam and all that kind of stuff, and other work, organizational work. So if you can think of it use my libbymahaffey9 at Gmail for all of our BNF activities. So, any questions for me? That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you so much, Libby. I appreciate that. Um, let me go back to Sharon McClung. It was in there's an article, March, April article, if anybody wants to go back, 2025. That article, A Shared Blessing, is what was the name of it. So it was Sharon McClung and Adisa, Adisa. A good article they had. All right.
I missed that, Charlotte.
Huh?
Where was the article?
In Lamplighter, in our
Oh,
Lamplighter.
okay.
Sharon McClung, McClung.
In
And
2025.
it was March of April of 2025.
Okay.
I
Sharon
don't know.
is,
Can you pull that up, Marilyn?
I can.
Okay, when
Uh,
you get a chance. Okay.
Sharon is a former missionary to Ecuador also.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And she was this lady is Cameron. Cameroon. Okay. That's where the young lady is from. Uh-huh.
I was also trying to unmute myself, Libby. When I was looking at the highest degree reported. I
Uh-huh.
guess diploma was 0% because there wasn't that many, or there wasn't any.
No, there were. I think there was one, and I've already talked to Marilyn. We might want to change that to put diploma in parentheses RN, because several people said they thought we either had diploma, but that was a new category, so people might not have just updated that too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, because that's my highest level.
yeah, well that's
So
good.
And
We're
mine.
gonna we're gonna fix it so you can update that.
we want to be seen.
And don't forget us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Debbie.
it was like 0.3% or something like that. It shows up as zero.
Me and Connie.
That's
We're
good.
just old. We're just old, you know.
That's right, Domina.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there are really more than that because of the ages of our
Yeah.
nurses.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe there would probably be more than that.
Yeah.
Like
Did
I
you
said,
put LPN? Was there a category for LPN? I can't remember. I
well,
looked
that's
at
what
it.
we were talking about. We're going to probably change, instead of high school or other, we're going to probably have a category for the career certificate with the PN, the LVN. So Marilyn and I are going to work on those categories, so it'll be more complete.
Yeah. I really like that chart that you did, Libby, on that. That was good. Okay. All right. Do we have any other questions or any on with Libby? Okay. Connie,
Okay.
give yours, please.
Yes, I sent my report this morning. I was waiting so I could get the best numbers possible for the metrics. Our team meets on Thursday, and usually the metrics are collected before we as an executive team meets. But the time frame that we use for that is around the 15th. And so on the months when the lamplighter does not go out, you might see a jump in those numbers some. Anyway, so for March, April with the lamplighter, we had 439 recipients, but of course that includes our patrons, donors, Trees of Life, and then our WMU leaders. And as of this morning early, it had been opened by 241. And one thing I had not noticed before is that the metrics that are reported on Give Butter also includes people that clicked on it but didn't open it, and some people that bounced it. And so I'm not sure about bouncing, but anyway, I thought that might be interesting to you. I did not include those metrics. So that percentage is not correct right there. 55%. Oh yeah. Yes it is. 55% is our open rate. So on the metrics for Instagram, we have similar as far as the followers and the ones we're following, but as far as our views, that's down a little, but we didn't have as many posts this month. We had 13 in January, February, but from February 15th to March 16th, we had 9 posts. So I did post one this morning. That's not included in that number. I was able to make contact. I saw on Facebook about the Florida Bnf annual meeting being held in conjunction with their annual women's ministry state meeting. And I reached out to the email address that was given there to get more information and had a response, no name. But anyway, I was given permission to post that and also told that they do not have to participate in that full spring retreat in order to go to the annual BNF meeting. So I included that in my post on Instagram. And that is, I think I told y'all, that's for Florida. So if y'all happen to see something and you're wondering whether I've seen it, forward it to me, share it with me, because it may be something that would help us make contact with people that we don't know that we can reach out to. And I will try to get the name of that individual.
I do have that lamplighter pulled up with Sharon. If y'all want me to share my screen, I can do that.
Good. Okay, can you hold on just 1 minute for Sharon
Sure.
and Marilyn? I'm sorry. Sherry, and I didn't think we would be this far in. Sherry needs to leave at 7:30. And
Okay.
so I want to get her a chance to go ahead and give your report, Sherry. And I'm sorry that time went away.
Don't worry. And if that one has ended, I'll jump back on. I sent my report out, and primarily I talked about Winsboro. It went well. It was well set up, well attended by the community stakeholders. Barbara did a fabulous job getting it together. There were 7 of us from BNF that were able to participate. But because of the weather, it was pouring and then it would stop and pouring and then it would stop. And so we think that that was the reason. So I think Barbara sent out to some of us, the participants, but that big number of 80 included people who were working the tables, but not everybody working tables and in the kitchen, they didn't come around. I don't have the official number, but I would say less than 20. And so we ended up, as I said in the report, donating the food that had been donated to there were a shelter and then another place for people in a detention center. So again, it went all well, and she sent the budget to Charlotte and myself, and I think Marilyn. We were tallying up things. We've not had a post-trip meeting yet because she's out of town and I'm out of town beginning tomorrow. But I returned with Marilyn's help to tell me where to send the money back to. I returned $232.59 out of the 500 Grover funds that was donated or gifted to us. But again, that went well. And then Libby sent me the name of an individual that is interested in joining the missions team. And I don't have her name pulled up in front of me, but we're real excited about that. So I'm thankful that Libby did that.
Juanita Graham.
Okay. Oh, good. Thank you. And then this is more, I guess, for Alabama BNF that I put on my report, but I put it there because Dr. Harp was one of our panel participants at the retreat. And so she has reached out asking BNF to represent at her college's sponsored two different dates for health fairs. So Charlotte and I are going to Zoom with her shortly in a week or so at the end of the month to talk about that.
And I think that's great. Yeah. Thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions for Sherry? Thank you,
Thank you. Like I
Sherry.
said, thank you. If my meeting's over, if I can't get on, I'll be back.
Okay. And she's dealing with some missions that maybe can help her for next year, can help us for next learning more about that. So that's good. Dr. Harp she is a member of BNF, and I know that those that was there at the meeting had met her and had a chance to talk with her. And I usually go to Sneed College. I started out going once a year. Now they're asking us to come at least twice a year. And now this is something that's extra, is that during the summer, most of the students for their I think it's their fifth semester, they want to be able to do health education outside of, public health. And so this is what she wants to do, is to try to get her students involved in doing community health fair. And so I think that this is good. I think that, we'll look at it and try to wrap it around and maybe a model that we can use, especially Kay, for others that, we want maybe to reach out to some of these other colleges and all. Okay. And so that brings us to UK with
Okay.
your report.
I'll be brief.
Yes,
My
ma'am.
report stands as it is. I have a couple of updates since I sent that in. First of all, please put on your calendar, and thank you, Connie, for noting that I thought I had put our May webinar on the BNF calendar, but it fell off for some reason. Our webinar is Nourishing Your Soul as You Lead. It's May the 14th, and we will start with a podcast by Ruth Haley Barton, who wrote the book on the soul of your strengthening the soul of your leadership. She's given us permission. We can't afford to pay her to speak, so we have a podcast, and then our own Libby Mahaffey, Dr. Mahaffey, we're going to talk about practical experiences in leading, whether it's paid positions or leading volunteer work or serving in the ministry for Christ. We all have times when our soul needs to be nourished.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Libby's going to talk about that, and then she's going to be joined by a colleague, a longtime colleague of Libby's and mine, Dr. Janet Harris, who's Presbyterian, but I told her that was okay. She is certainly a Christ follower and a believer. Janet has a lot of experience in healthcare administration, health systems, and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to end. I'm so excited about this, as you can tell, with Ruth Haley Barton has given us permission to use her How Is It With Your Soul self-assessment for leaders and those who serve. And we're going to end by discussing that with everybody. So I think it'll be different, but I'm really excited about that. So put that on your calendar. We have sent the CE application to LSNA, and so I'm kind of waiting to see if they'll go ahead and approve it, Marilyn, before I send you the flyer to add the Zoom link, because I'd love to be able to say that. But if they drag their feet, then I won't wait too long. But the other two quick updates I wanted to share with you is about the summit. So we have an absolute confirmation from Julie Dupree from Illinois about coming to talk about her Faith Community Wellness Initiative Toolkit. She's really excited about that, and I thank Libby and Charlotte and Marilyn for connecting us. She is delightful.
Yeah.
So, and then when I wrote in my report, I had not been able to get on Don Barger's calendar for the AI topic, but I'm now on his calendar.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Good.
he's a busy
Yeah.
guy. He's
Good.
been out.
Okay.
So I'm on his calendar, and I'm assuming, I don't want to assume too much, but I'm assuming that means he's at least willing to
Yeah.
talk, and that's Monday.
Good.
The
Good.
his
Good.
calendar. So the one little hiccup about the summit, and I don't know that it's going to be a hiccup, is the we had asked Trish Jackson to do the next gen stuff, and she had something on her calendar for that Saturday, but she was out sick when she was supposed to confirm with me the following. Her conflict, she's going to see if one of her other team members on the staff there with the next gen can do the other one because she really wants to come and do the summit. So I'm hoping she'll be back in the office in the next few days and let me know. So, but I
Okay.
think that's good progress.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Kay. Let me ask a question. On for the May the 14th, do you have a
Yes.
flyer or anything yet on that?
Well, no, that's what I was saying. I wanted to see if we could get the approval for the CE.
Okay,
See,
first.
you can't put that
Sure.
statement in there
Okay.
until it's done.
Okay.
And so I've got the flyer ready to send to Marilyn with
Okay.
pictures and all that.
Okay.
But I was hoping we would know if we don't hear pretty soon, then we'll just do it without it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I know on the last one, you was able to have to send
Yeah,
out to some of the different professors and things like that.
yeah,
And so maybe I'll just send you some of their names, just a few of them, and so
sure.
that can be able to be
Yeah.
included. I appreciate that you did that.
Yeah, I'm happy to always do that. And Connie was sweet enough to put a save the date
Yeah.
announcement in the
Okay.
lamplighter.
Okay.
So for folks that get the lamplighter, they'll have to say the date.
Right.
But Charlotte, if it's the same list you sent me before, then I'll just make sure when Marilyn and I get the flyer finished with the registration link and all that,
Okay.
I'll just send it to them. If you've
Okay.
got new people that weren't
Yes.
on that list from before, just let me know.
Yes, I really it's about two or three more, and those
Okay,
are the deans of nursing schools or something like that. And
perfect.
again, I just wonder if that's an avenue that we can get that information out there to them, then that'd be good. We
Well,
are
and I think I can speak for Libby and Janet in saying this. I think nursing students
mhm,
who are taking or have taken or about to take their leadership course
uh-huh.
uh, in their curriculum would love to hear this webinar because
Okay.
we don't learn a lot when we're studying about types of leaders and all that. We don't
Okay.
learn about how, you can have a leadership style, which is, could be servant leadership, for example, but we still don't talk about when you're actually in a leadership role and that role sometimes conflicts with what you believe
Hmm.
spiritually,
Yeah,
or when you just get weary with being a leader. And
right.
so, yeah. So I think students would, and
Okay.
so when I send those emails, I'll point that out
Okay.
that
Okay.
students would be welcome.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And
Thank
I'll
you.
send that
That's
to you.
great. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
I I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Earlier when we paused so Sherry could give her report before she had
Hmm.
to step away, Marilyn, I think you were about to
Oh,
either
yes.
ask a question or add something, and
It's,
I left a blank area for that.
She was going to show the lamplighter. Yes,
Well,
that's how my mind is just like that. I'm
Charlotte
sorry.
asked me
Thank you,
to
Connie.
Charlotte asked me to pull the lamplighter up, and I can do that right quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got you.
Um, it
Oh,
has the
um,
uh, the article about Sharon.
yeah. I'm gonna get in the bed early tonight and sleep. If you can catch up with your sleep, I don't know. But
Yeah. Uh,
uh,
okay, here we go. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, you should see it. This
yes,
was, you can
that's it.
say April,
Yes,
March,
ma'am.
April, and it's a
Uh-huh.
shared blessing. And there it is.
Yeah,
So you can go to the uh, website on the members page, and it has it posted there.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I had just one thing to request. Barbara Goodman's still listed on the lamplighter as the, oh, I'm sorry, that's the old, never mind. I need to
Yeah,
get,
that was
that was
yeah.
old, sorry, I need to get sleep too. That's right.
Is Sharon McClung in Georgia?
She's in Georgia.
Yeah.
She is. Uh-huh.
Sharon
And
and her family were in language school with us. They lived in the
Okay.
apartment beneath us, so I know her very well.
yeah.
And her oldest daughter and my oldest daughter were freshman roommates at Samford.
Oh, neat.
So we have a lot of history there.
Yeah. Yeah. She told me she knew you. Yeah, that's great.
Nice gal. She's in the book club all the time.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Hey. All right. Thank you, Kay, again for your wonderful report. And Donna, if you're next, if you would do your prayer in faith as well as your prayer connect report together, please, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Marilyn, is that report as good as the frozen river? I've not been able to put I've not been able to put the book down.
I know.
Are you reading The Frozen River?
Yes, I've not been able to put it down.
I
So
know. I
I
know.
hope
I'm
I
going to
hope
start reading it again because I want it to be fresh when we
Yeah.
do it. But it's,
well, I
yeah.
hope that report is as good as that, then we're good. But if not, I'm not sure. And I apologize if you've seen me like talking to somebody. I have a teenager here tonight. You know how that is. They come up with more questions. It's like when you get on the phone, that's the only time they want to talk to you.
Mm,
You
Yeah.
know, so yeah. So, but the prayer and faith team is we are really excited about the results of having Tom Hicks send that
yeah.
email
Oh,
in our
yeah.
behalf. So
Yeah.
that I felt like has generated those 9 new nurse missionaries. So
Yes.
we that was of course I think that was a Maryland suggestion, and we appreciate that so
Mm-hmm.
much and all. But so yeah, that's very exciting. And I think Libby and I emailed back and forth, so I'm not really sure. I hope was not stepping on her toes, but we did plan our prayer experience for May, or decided on May the 7th for it to coincide with, Nurses Week,
Yeah.
like we've done in the past. And so the theme that the Nurses Week is the power of the nurse, but we're going to play on that and asking, what is your superpower? And so I've contacted a few people to see if they would be willing to share what their superpower is. Hannah is Hannah Sheridan is one of them. She's waiting to find out about her schedule. Leah Brown has already said yes, she would love to share. And
Okay.
I'm waiting on a couple of more to answer me back. So we will at 7:30 on May 7th have a prayer experience. And what is your superpower? And the scripture would be based on Ephesians 3:16,
Now,
since Charlotte read that. And of course, we kind of borrowed that from Marilyn too, because that's
yeah,
Marilyn's verse. And so we are moving forward with that. So we do need some new other members also, and I've contacted uh, about 3 people that Regina gave me their names, but they haven't answered my email. So I'm going to give them another day or two. Then I'm going to go back and say, I emailed you on such and such, and also. And as far as Prayer Connects, we're still not getting a lot of activity, but help us like Charlotte did with the lady, and so don't
Kathleen.
hesitate to send your prayer requests, and encourage others to do that also. And thank you, Connie, for keeping it, in front of everybody. And Marilyn, I will work on those goals and budget after this weekend, because our state meeting is coming up Friday and Saturday. So pray for us. Marilyn's going to be joining us,
Oh,
and we have 2 hours of education, and we have a mission project we're going to do on Friday night, and excuse me, on Saturday afternoon, and then on Friday night we're going to do some fun things in fellowship besides having our business meeting. So if you'll just pray for us as we have that meeting this weekend, and then I'll get to work on those budget items.
okay.
I can only handle one big thing at a time. So
I do want to echo Donna's concern about membership. And then Debbie, you had already mentioned that for our teams. I also reached out to the 3 names that Regina gave me. I did hear back from Deborah Massey, and she said she would not be able to serve on a team this year. And I see in Regina's tentative ballot name suggestions that Deborah is on there a couple of times. So I understand anyone's reasons for declining, but I have not heard from the other 2. Um, so and I confess, I also reached out to Donna Stiles, and I would love her to be on my team, but she is wholeheartedly invested in supporting and assisting Charlotte and all of us with preparation for Bnf Summit. And so she said at this time she would not be able to take another responsibility. So,
Yeah, she's grandma too.
yeah, yeah.
That's that's
I
her
heard
key thing
about
is
those.
grandma.
I heard about those grandchildren.
Yes, yes, yes.
I love
Uh,
that.
yes.
I echo what Connie said. I too talked to Deborah Massey by emails, communicated, and she said that the research development team is not where her skills lie. So she really shouldn't be considered for something she doesn't feel she has the skills for. We're all having some problems with that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I haven't had any names from Regina either. I have 2 good contacts that Charlotte helped me with one, and then a good contact for Florida too. But I haven't received any names from that might have given something to Regina. So I don't know if we just didn't have as many respond or what this year.
Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna keep putting it to prayer, and he'll open those doors up for us.
That's right. Keep on looking.
Uh, well, Donna, thank you for your report. And I'll be working with you over the next coming month. Um, plus those prayer requests, if you could help me with those so that we can be able to share those.
The same kind of question, I mentioned it. Is this a prayer calendar that you're going to start out prior to the summit, or is it
Yes,
a
ma'am.
prayer calendar? Okay.
No,
We
it's a
didn't
prayer
quite.
calendar. Yes, prior to the summit. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I mean, tonight I have heard a lot of requests, a lot of things that each of your team wants to do. And so we can start with some of these. But that's what I like to be able to do is to have those requests on the calendar that we can pray for up to the summit. And
Would
some
it
of
be,
these ma'am, we're still having Connie, Debbie, and Libby, we're still having areas that need to be filled,
that,
and that
that's
in
what I was
itself.
going to say. Would that be inappropriate to put that on Prayer Connects that, the executive team, you know, is,
Oh,
is
okay.
like,
Okay. That's what you're saying, to put it on Prayer Connect instead of
would
the.
that be
Yeah,
inappropriate to put
I
something
don't
like
think it
that
would
on
be.
Prayer
I don't
Connects?
think it would be. I mean, the ones that get those emails are your prayer warriors.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm telling you, I know that I just believe in my heart that well, we know the Lord's will, whatever what he's going to do. But I know that we interceded on Catherine's behalf. I just believe that we did. Not only Bnf, but her church members and whatever. And the Lord brought her through there. You know, she was in dire situations, her and the baby. And I
Sure.
believe in prayer. And I'd like to say, it's not, Donna, it's not, it used to be about 25 prayer warriors that we call them, or I call them. That when we're not giving them to our whole membership. So I think
Mm.
if we submit that to our prayer warriors, I think that's a good idea. And I would love to have that on there. Yeah.
I
I
have
mean,
about 40. I
okay.
have
Yeah,
40 on this.
that's 40. That's a good number, right?
Yeah.
40. If y'all talking
And
uh
Charlotte, your prayer calendar that you've brought to us, I don't think it's a either or. I think it could be sent out on Prayer Connects, but it can still be in the prayer calendar about these
mhm.
needs because we're going to have needs moving forward.
Yes. Hmm.
So,
Yes, ma'am. Right. I appreciate that. Can't get enough prayer. Can I get enough prayer? And I believe that we got prayer warriors out there, and Lois just waiting to so they can come up so he can do that. All right. Well, thank you, Donna. Um, let's see, Debbie.
Well, you've had my report.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we have been talking in our meeting about the online auction, and we gave it the title "Celebrate the Season," and would enlarge the second S in that so that there would be that spiritual piece to it. And we hope to gather items that represent the summer season. And that we decided we would designate the proceeds to go to support the Summit Health Fair this year. And it would all go to that. Initially, we thought the end of April was the best time for it, but our committee is much reduced. I've talked with two different people about being members, and both have said no. They were names that were given to me. And then the third person I contacted has never responded. And then another person and I, in conversation, I was told probably would not be the best choice for that team. So it's basically Penny and I. As some of you know, Wanda fell and broke her scapula. It's her right side. She cannot use that arm So she can't write or do all those things. And they are in the process of selling their home and moving to Florida to be near their son. So she'll stay on the committee, she said, but that'll be mostly moral support. So, and I'm thankful for that. So it's Penny and I, and Penny is very busy with her work in nursing as a PA, so as a nurse practitioner. So I really feel like we are not going to be able to do the online auction this year. We're not going to do it if it can't be done well.
Yeah.
And if I don't have experienced members to work with me on that, it can't be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we can do the other things that we're obligated to do. We want to do the auction, and that'll be everything summer. I mean, everything south. It'll be all
Yeah.
southern items that we're going to do for that. And so we're working on that. We've also thought that having a Zoom meeting to recognize all our Trees of Life patrons and celebrate our goal of 25 and 25 is a good idea. So we're going to work towards that. So I have 3 names. I'd like to know if you know them and if you think they might be folks that I could speak to. They are regular and givers. They're not Trees of Life members, but they give regularly. One is Cindy Cook from North Carolina. Donna, do you know Cindy?
Cindy actually is her name's Cindy Beck now. She remarried. She still has a residence in North Carolina, but she's living in Tennessee. And
Okay.
she's having some health problems, so not
Okay.
right now.
All right. And then in Missouri, a relatively new member named Tammy Combs. I think she might have been at the summit. She might have been a labor and delivery nurse.
I think I remember
Oh,
meeting.
yes. I remember her. Yeah.
I think it would be good. You know, y'all
Yeah.
recruited me at my first summit meeting,
Yeah.
and it really helped me to get involved. I think she might.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then Joyce Knott from Kentucky. She's been a longtime member and a regular giver as she's able to.
Oh, are you asking if she would be a member of your
If she would be a
team?
good member of my team?
Oh, she has ideas. Yeah.
Has ideas. Is she able to carry out them?
Well, she's done whatever she was been asked to do, and she helps with missions opportunities that we have in Kentucky. Yeah.
Okay. So
She
she's a
bought all of
person.
Ellen's china.
Yeah.
Well, there's a plus.
Yeah.
I'm putting a
I
face
know.
now to her name.
I
Okay,
know that she's been has some family issues, but I don't know if that would hinder. But she really promotes because she has 3 projects in missions and one in Africa, 2 in Africa and 1 in Colombia that she works to get funds for them. So
okay.
you
All
could
right, then
you
I
could
will
see.
talk with both of these gals as I'm able to this coming week. I'm going to be away at the South Carolina WMU annual meeting. We'll be having a BNF lunch there. And we're also preparing for our South Carolina BNF annual meeting in April. I don't know if you have that information, Connie. No? Okay, it's a 1-day event and it's April 18th. I can send you some information if you'd like. Okay. So if you all are agree that we not have the online auction at least at this time, and just set that aside until we can do it well.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea
Yeah.
considering your diminished committee and also considering this communication plan we're about to start in. It's it might give us more ideas about how to make that better than we did last year.
Okay.
So I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we can't, but y'all took my leaders. Mhm. First you took Donna, and then you took Kay and Libby, so.
We will
Oh,
have the summit though. We'll help you.
I know you will. You all love that. And I've appreciated you guys. So, so I think that's it for our team.
You must have trained us well, so we would.
Oh, maybe so. Page Turners Book Club. The next one is in May 12th. We have a busy month in May, don't we? And that's The
Yes.
Frozen River and led by Marilyn. So I'm excited about that. And if you don't see my face on the Zoom meetings for some of the events, it means that it's the only night I can sit with my husband. So because of the busyness of life here. Although the man who was staying here, our friend, he is now in his own place. That's the update on that. And he is spiritually in such a good place. I really feel like the Lord led us to have him here with us those 6 weeks and for him to be where he is. He's come full circle from leaving North Carolina and then back to North Carolina. So I appreciate your prayers for Win. But his email this morning was just refreshing as he talked about knowing the Lord still has purposes for him and he is determined to live out his purpose with the Lord each day. So that was just wonderful. And the other thing, some of you know about my spine situation, the Tarlov cysts I have. I met with a neurosurgeon this week. This week? What day is it? I met with them last week. Sorry. The weeks just run together. And the end of the week, I met with him and he said, well, they're impressive. So when they say impressive, you know that means large and ugly. And they are when I looked at the CT scan. So he said that he would not operate on them. He said there's much more danger of a cerebral spinal fluid leak with either aspiration or surgery. And he said he really feels like, yes, they're causing some erosion of bony structures, but I have old bones anyways. He didn't say it quite like that. But he said that they are impinging on the bony structures, and the nerve, the sciatic nerve, does go through the largest one. So in some ways, he said that cushions the nerve, but then it hits the bone on the other side, and that's where he thinks the pain is coming from. So he has given the okay for injections, but I meet with the spine pain specialist next month to see if he would do them, but I'm rather doubtful he will. And if I can continue avoiding things and my husband continues to push the grocery cart and the vacuum cleaner, I think I'll be good.
Okay.
So just trusting God in that, but anytime I come to your mind and you'd like to pray about it, it'd be great.
Amen.
How far away did Wynn move?
He is in, oh, what town is that? Wilson? Is that what I told you? Wilson? Wilson.
North Carolina?
Yeah. Mhm.
Did he take
Oh,
did he take the dog with him?
Oh, yes, he did take the dog, much to Brad's chagrin, but yes, and the dog is very happy too. He has a yard.
Oh, good.
Yes.
so
So go ahead, Donna.
why did he go to Wilson?
His sister lives in Wilson, the sister who won't take care of him or have anything to do with his health care.
Oh,
But he felt like he needed to be near her if she needs help. She has stage stage 2 or 3, whichever is this 4 stages, and she's in the next to the worst, kidney failure. So he is concerned about her, and she lives with her boyfriend, and he doesn't think that when she gets ill, he will care for her. She'll come to him instead. So, yeah. So that's why he went there, but he seems very pleased um, and his friends are not far away and all of his medical providers are in Durham. So he feels like he's in a good place.
So, Charlotte Wyckoff, while we're talking to Debbie and she's asked for prayer, can I real quickly share my dream since it had to do a lot with Debbie?
Oh, okay.
It'll be just a quick break. I won't. So I had been praying hard for Debbie between, all of the things that she had going on. And I don't know about y'all, but when I have somebody on my mind, then I tend to dream about them. So here's what I dreamed in a nutshell. And it had to do with all of y'all. Can y'all see that
Yeah.
picture? Okay, do
Oh,
y'all remember when flight attendants look like that?
okay.
Mhm.
So in my dream, Debbie let us know that before we all knew her, she used to be a flight attendant. And she was dressed like this in my dream with the hat and the purse and the gloves and all of that. So, and she said that her husband used to be a pilot. And so she was telling us this at a BNF executive team retreat. She had her costume on, and Debbie, your husband, had on the pilot's costume that matched. And they had felt that God was calling them to purchase an airplane and use the skills that they used to use commercially to do mission work. And so I guess I had the mission fair stuff that on my mind. Also, I've been praying for that, and Sherry and I've been working on the guidelines. So, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
So, in my dream, Debbie and her husband took us to their plane, and it was filled with boxes of donated things for mission work.
Hmm.
And so the Ackermans were flying all of us, Debbie in her outfit with her hat and all that, to some other country, and I don't know what
Hmm.
country, to do a mission fair. And on our way, we were supposed to take the stuff out of the boxes and put it in goodie bags so we'd be ready. And we were
Well,
having the most fun. But
you know that when they called them stewardesses, they had to be nurses, the first ones,
yeah,
way back in the what 30s and
I
40s.
don't know where any of that came from,
I
but
don't know.
God certainly gave it to me because I woke up
Yeah.
smiling.
There you go. I'm
Kay,
glad it was a
Kay,
happy dream.
I know. Kay, I would like for you to write that down. Just
Okay.
write that dream down.
Okay.
Because yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I see so much symbolism that's in there.
Okay.
So yeah. So we don't know how
I,
God is gonna work, but it may be through Debbie, it may be whatever, but yeah, it's about mission and it's about us going places and about our needs being fulfilled.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just the sweetest dream, and I
Yeah.
could have emailed all that to y'all, but I wanted to tell you that
Yeah.
story.
So
Well,
funny.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Brad will love it.
Yes. I love it. Thank you, Kay, and thank the Lord. He
I'm
gives
glad it
people
wasn't
dreams.
a big and ugly dream, but thank you for
Oh
your
no.
prayers. That means a
No,
lot.
it was great, and I think the hat and the costume might have come from that similar to the hat you wore when we went for tea.
Oh,
Oh,
yes. That's right, yes. I loved wearing hats back in the day and gloves.
yeah.
Did you ever serve as a stewardess on a plane?
No. And I never dated a pilot either.
All right. Well, all right. Well, thank you. We're going to go ahead. Thank you for that, Kay. And Regina, it didn't come. I did get a text from her. I think Marilyn, you got one also from her. Did she copy it? It's okay. She was having to work. I think she said she had to work overtime or something like that tonight. But Regina did have a send us a report in, so all of you all should have had if you was able to print it off to do that. And on this, she just lists her goals for March, and then the names of consideration. And I think Debbie had mentioned resource, and also let's see, Deborah Massey, Penny Jones, Claudia. Anyway, she gives a list of all these different people that she recommends for that. And so if you all will see that, some of you all have already made those contacts of the list that she has given to us. And so that's her report. You can be able to read that. Okay. The next is Debbie. I wanted to ask you, Donna had mentioned that she has sent you, I know that we're getting our sponsors ready. Did she send you a one for osteo, the letter?
No,
She hadn't sent that to you. Okay. Did she
no,
send you the name of osteo as a
no,
as a sponsor?
no, she hasn't. No.
Okay. Okay. Maybe that's in the works. I thought that she
Okay.
was going to be sending that out to you because I think they have already committed to like I think it's like $200 or something like that. But I thought Donna was going to be sending that to you
Okay.
for your team could be able to go out
All right.
to send
Great.
it
Thank
out.
you.
The other question that I have on as far as new business is the needs from the team for the summit. If anybody had any particular needs and things like that, that again that we might need to, as we're planning the summit, need to be able to address those things. And if you don't have any at this moment, you just let me know what they may be so that we can be able to get those done. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Connie.
I just about forgotten. I had asked about a picture of the church, and I've looked
Yes.
online,
Yeah.
and I don't
Okay.
see one that I can take off their webpage.
Okay.
If they have one, I think it would help with us promoting it.
Okay. Okay. Let me check with her on that. If not, we'll maybe we can get Pastor somebody down there to take a picture of that. So
Okay.
picture of the church. Okay. And okay. All right. Okay. Is there anything else, ladies, that we need to cover for this evening that you all can think of? Okay. Well, I want to again thank you all for your time, for your input on your reports. Everything was great. And I just know that the Lord is working through each of you all and working through the Bnf so that we'll be able to touch other lives and things like that that He wants us to do. And so I appreciate everybody's help. I appreciate all of your prayers and your concern, and again, even your help in helping me to be able to help to lead our group, whether it's typographical error or speech or whatever. I'm open. I'm open because I want to do the best that I can for the Lord. And I believe that if you all tell me things constructively, that you're doing it out of love and out of your heart. And so I do not mind that at all. And so I ask you just to help us because I'll be calling. I don't have a problem calling on you or asking questions. Some of you all know that already. So I say again, I just appreciate that. Um, but I was just asked, let's see, oh, who wanted to? Kay, would you lead us out in prayer um and then get and again if I'm late or whatever, I'm doing some stuff. Hey, yeah, I don't have a problem with y'all calling me. Sometimes that's the best way. Marilyn said, "What's the best way to call?" I said, "Email." Then I thought about it. No, Charlotte, it's really calling. It's on Sundays. I usually turn my phone off and I forget to turn it back on. But otherwise, I can hear the phone more so than these notification things. I got too much noise going on in this house. So call me anytime, text me anytime. And so I like that. So please do that. So if you would take us out, I appreciate it, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure. Heavenly Father, I just thank you and praise you so much for these women who are dedicated to furthering your work, to reaching others for you. And dear Lord, I just thank you for the gifts that they bring, for the loving spirit that they do their work. I thank you for Charlotte's leadership and for Marilyn's leadership and for each of the team leads, dear Lord. We know that these times can be stressful sometimes as we strive to get people to step up and to lead with us in doing your work. And dear Lord, that can be frustrating and it can be tiring to those who have done this work for a while. But dear Lord, we know that you have people, you have laborers that you will send our way. And dear Lord,
Yes.
we just pray that you do that and that you help us to be welcoming and to be supportive and loving to those. And dear Lord, I just pray with all of my heart that you will
Yes.
help us to grow Bnf
Yes.
because God, we are dedicated to the mission of reaching people for Christ.
Yes.
Dear Lord, just be with us now, be with all the needs we've mentioned here, health needs, family needs. Just be with us. Just you put such peace in our souls. And dear Lord, I still marvel at your creation of the whole being of yourself through Jesus and then the Holy Spirit to help strengthen us so that we can live to be like Christ
Yes.
and to be all that you would have us to be. Just be with us now as we go through this night. Let us get rest and be ready tomorrow for another day of serving
Yes.
you. These things I ask in your precious name. Amen.
Amen.